We are just headed out right now. Check out these beautiful, beautiful homes. Aren't they gorgeous? So the people, they even have like woods in the back of their yards. You can kind of see it. This is where I filmed today. Some UG style content. Look at that one. It's like you go down in the hill. I'm not even using my tripod right now. I should be using my tripod so I don't drop my brand new camera. It was so much fun. I was using these power tools, and once everything comes out, I cannot wait to share with you guys. This was so much fun. We had to drive 4 hours to come here today, but it was so much fun. I feel like it was definitely worth it. The crew and the production that I worked with today were so easy to work with, and it just makes me very happy. This was a really, really good one. This was a really good one. Look at how pretty it is here. It's just so beautiful. Look at that. There's like homes back in there and everything. But it's just, gosh, this was nice. This is really, really nice. Woo! On to the next one. Can't believe I was working with power tools. Oh my gosh. So I definitely know how to use like a hammer and electric screwdriver, but any other power tools, yeah, no, I've never worked with. And so I walked on the set, and the casting director who works for this brand actually, who's also an actor, which is really cool, so like he gets it. He had said, well, you know, you just have to know how to use a saw. And I was like, what? So, oh my gosh. Yeah, I just was like, I don't know how to do that. You know, it's one of those things where it's like you see the casting and it says like, must be comfortable around tools and working with tools. And I'm like, yeah, like for sure, I can do that. And then I got booked and I was like, wait, that's all it really said. Like, I can work with tools. Like, I do arts and crafts and DIYs. Does that count? Probably not. But, I mean, I have some really cool stuff in my DIYs. I have an X-Acto knife. I've got a, like, the stapler gun thingy. So it's, like, not just a regular stapler, but it's a stapler gun. So, like, yeah. Very powerful stuff. But so yeah, so I was like, no, I don't know how to do that. And then he's like, let's see your wardrobe. And like, we were supposed to bring like work clothes. And so to me, when I thought work clothes, I thought like when I worked trade shows in Vegas. So I was like, I brought stuff like what it said. It said khaki pants. When I think khaki pants, I think trousers that are tan or brown. Like that's the kind of oh my gosh. So I brought those. I haven't worn them in like years now since I moved from Vegas. And so then the other thing, what was the other thing? Oh, it was you could bring a pair of jeans. So I brought a pair of jeans, but they were black. I didn't bring blue ones because I don't really have like blue jeans that don't have any like rips in them, like rips in the knees. Like mine are really nice because they're like the fancy ones from the store. So I was like, okay, like I would never wear these on the trade show floor, so no way I'm not bringing those. And then it had said like undershirts, like the one I'm wearing right now. So like I brought like a lot of different colored undershirts because it said different colored undershirts. I just followed what it said. And then it said to bring like shirts to go on top of those. And, you know, it literally had said like work attire. So I did not know that they meant like working outside with your tools attire. So, oh my gosh, it even said work boots. So I should have realized from there like what it really meant. But like, oh my gosh, I'm so ridiculous. Like, I'm sure this guy was like, what? And so we made it work. Obviously, everything we made work. I looked amazing. I was so excited because I haven't worn those clothes in like forever. Like I wear dresses all the time. Like that's what I wear on my days off. And since I don't work in trade shows anymore, I don't really need those clothes right now. Like I just don't have a need to like wear pants. I don't wear pants, and I really don't wear tank tops. I'm wearing one today because like this is a nice one and it's looser, and I never really wear a tank top. So I was like, you know what? Now that I've like taken out my tank tops, I may as well wear them. Oh my gosh. So, okay, so what was the other thing? Oh my gosh, when we were on set, he gave me, every time they set up a scene, like they would put me like in the house to like stay cool because it's very, very hot right now. And so then they'd be like, okay, come back outside the house, and they had the scene set up. Well, the electric spray gun that I was using, it's like it has water in it, or hose in it, and then it sprays water. And then the other time it had like a water bottle in it, and the water bottle was so heavy filled with water, like I could barely even hold it when it just had the hose attached to it. So I was like, what am I supposed to do with this? And so I did my best, and as the water went out, it got lighter, obviously, and it went out really fast. But like every time they set up the scene, it was like the left side. They wanted me to like hold it with my left hand, and then they were going to film my right side. First of all, my right side is not the good side of my face, so I was like, oh no. And then my left side is much better. There's something that happened to my right side, but that's a whole other story. And so like I'm holding, which is not a prop, it's like the actual tool. Sometimes you go on set and it's just a prop. Like, no, this was the actual tool. So I was like, yeah, so like, and the guy goes, are you left-handed? I'm like, no, I'm right-handed. So he's like, all the tools are made like for left-handed. And I'm like, what? So I did my best, every time the guy like, with the camera master, every time he told, I always say the guy, every time he told me to like, action, which meant like turn on the power tool, I have to hold it with my right hand side, because anytime they would try to give it to me to hold in my left hand side, I couldn't turn it on. I literally would like click it and nothing would happen. And like you have to like, it's a 2-part thing, so you have to hold at the same time. I'm like, this is not working. Like, oh my gosh. And I could turn it on with my right hand though, even though it was made for like left hand, but I couldn't do it with my left hand. I just didn't have the strength. So I was like, oh my gosh, this is a disaster. So like, I think what they should do is that they should keep all of that footage where I couldn't turn it on, right? And then show how not to use it, right? So like that's what I think. I think that that's what they should do. Will they do it? I don't know, but I think that like that's what they should do, is like show in their social media ads like, whoa, this was a disaster, like this is what not to do. So I don't know if they'll do that though, but I just think that that's what I would do if I had someone who like couldn't hold it or whatever. So yeah, but it's good to have different people, like different sizes, different heights, and all that good stuff. Because like there was this part where I had to like clean this mailbox, and like I'm shorter than the mailbox, and the mailbox was like this tall mailbox. It was super cute. It had like a pineapple on it. Oh my gosh, it was so cute. And pineapples are like a thing in this part of the country. I don't know why, but like they're pineapple obsessed. It's pineapples everywhere. And so there's like a black pineapple that was like on there made of metal, and then like there's this mailbox and it's tall, and like I was like spraying, like trying to get up there, and the camera guy's like, no, like just keep it level, we can't even see your face, because there were times where I was like up here like this, and I'm like, I'm just trying to clean the mailbox like I'm supposed to be doing here in the scene. And it was just like, oh my gosh, like I said, if I were them, I would keep it all, and I would show what not to do. Incredible week this has been, and it's only Friday, so I haven't really, I don't know, it hasn't really like hit me yet. Just, oh my gosh, I can't find my words. I cannot find my words. I'm just so excited. I'm so grateful, and I'm just, you guys, this is really cool. So you saw that this week I booked the gig, and let me tell you, I can do. And I actually want to get more into that type of work. I want to get more into that and voiceover. Those are really like the niches that I'm like really trying to push more into anyway. So when I got this booking, this opportunity through my agent, I was like, oh my gosh, this is so exciting. It's so good. Now listen, I wish that I can book more of these on my own, but I don't want to sit all day sending out 10 to 20 emails a day to the brands and things like that. I just wish that there was marketing agencies that are looking for talent that can do this type of advertising. So with me, I really want to do, like I said, this type of advertising where it's not commercials, it's not, you know, that style, but also print. I still like doing print modeling a lot, and I haven't really gotten any opportunity for that at all with the change of my hairstyle. We talked a lot about my hair on my YouTube channel. And speaking of my YouTube channel, welcome back to anyone who is new. My name is Triessa. I'm a professional actor, model, print model, and voice actress, as well as a UGC content creator. I do a lot, and I know a lot of people say, like, you're doing way too much, Triessa. You need to slow down. You need to pick, like, one thing. And my brain has never been able to work like that since I was a little girl. Like, it's never been able. I've heard it my whole life from my mom and from strangers. It's like, what do you do? And it's like, it's such a loaded question for me. And I prefer to just talk about, like, my hobbies with anyone that I meet new rather than talking about, like, what I do. Because let me tell you, the answer to, like, Triessa, you're doing too much, you know, when I hear that statement, it's, I'm not done yet for me. For me, I'm not done yet. I can do this for the rest of my life. As long as I'm still here, I can be in the acting space. And I love that. I love that for me. So not every industry, I feel, is like, I don't know, there's a lot of jobs, obviously, and careers, obviously, that you can continue to create and be a part of it and make that your career love. But I feel like with acting, it's just like a forever job. And I'm so grateful. I'm so excited. And with everything going on, I can't believe I booked one of my first jobs, one of my first gigs since living here, and I'm hoping that things will get better for me. I hope that things will continue to, you know, be great. But I am enjoying the journey. Every week I'm coming on here with you guys and I'm talking about what it's like, the truth. You guys have seen me on here talk about, like, each and every week, like, no, I didn't book anything that week. No, I didn't get asked for an audition that week. I did get asked for another avail check this week for next week, and it's filming in the same city that we drove to this week for this gig, but it's through another company, but doing the same exact thing. Another, like, you know, you're going to use this product, you know what I mean? So, but they want actors, which is great. I'm so glad that people are moving away from this influential marketing type of thing, and they're going back to, like, using actors, you know? So I'm like, yes, this is so great. We stuck it out, and it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. And oh my gosh, there's so much happening. There's so much happening. I know that, like, with the strike and stuff, like, we just have to stay hopeful. We have to stay hopeful that the AI, artificial intelligence, and the robots, it's all the same thing to me. It's all clumped into one thing, just robots. Artificial intelligence to me is just another fancy word for the word robot. Robot is easier to say. It rolls off my tongue a little bit better. Robot. I don't need to say artificial intelligence / computers taking over my jobs. It's just robots. Technology to me is robots. So that's what's taking over. And, like, guys, listen, if it's taking over the entertainment industry, how much longer until it's taking over whatever industry you're in? People don't think that far. People aren't thinking like that. And so, because, you know, it's happening to us first. Well, actually, it was happening to, like, the waitresses and the wait staff first. I'm surprised more of them aren't on strike and, you know, going to these restaurants and saying, like, don't use this, don't use that. But no, they're actually sitting back, and it's like when you walk in, nobody's greeting you. They want you to do your order on, like, your phone through, like, QR code, and, like, scan the QR code and, like, you know, make your order through there, and then someone will bring it out, and it's like, so you want to tip, the human person, waitress, wants a tip, And like, you didn't do anything. You didn't take my order. You didn't even seat me. You didn't like greet me and tell me your name. Nothing. And I'm like, no, this is not okay. You guys should be fighting for your jobs too. And so, yeah, we actually, whenever we go to a restaurant, we ask them to give us a actual menu. We do not scan anything on our phones. And the waitress has to stand there and take our order, just like we've always done, you know? I don't really realize that. I don't think that people realize, like, when these computers are doing all the work for you, like us doing self-checkout now, yes, it's more convenient, but guess what? That means that someone doesn't have a job. That means less people are being hired to be cashiers. People just, I don't know why they don't think of these things. But yes, it's an exciting time. It is August, and so I love getting to write in my journal pretty much every day. I'm writing in here. There's, oh my gosh, there's so many highlights, but I'm hoping that things just continue to get better, and hopefully I'll be able to work in the voiceover space and be able to keep working as an actor even though everything is going on. I don't think I can work voiceover jobs even if I got one right now though, but while we are waiting, it doesn't hurt for me to reach out to agencies and submit my materials. I have my materials, they're already ready, and I was submitting before the last 2 months of everything going on with the writers and now the actors. So I've been submitting all year, and I did have one voice agency reach out to me and put me on the roster, but I haven't been asked to do any auditions with them or if I'm available for any jobs. So I'm like, I don't really know. And they never send me any paperwork to put me like officially with that agency. It was just, they put me on the roster. Woo. But it's better than the other, like, I don't even know, I think it was like 20 something agencies I've already submitted to and didn't hear anything back from them, well, I did hear back from one other one. It was, they wanted me to do a specific audition reading on voiceover, but they said that I wasn't right for their company, which is fine. It's okay. You're not always going to be a great fit. But I do like to at least hear back from people when you have an audition. And I wish that that's how it was in the acting space. I wish that in the acting space, like when you had an audition, you at least knew, like, A, they watched the audition, and B, they went with someone else. Because sometimes we audition, especially in the self-tape industry, where we're told to like turn this in within 24 hours or 48 hours. You don't get a lot of time. And now you're scrambling to learn like all these lines, either anywhere from a full page, which is not a lot if you have other people in their dialogue with you. But the 1 page is not bad. It's when you have like 7 pages or more that it just becomes ridiculous. I'm doing all of that for an audition, and then I don't even know you've already hired a person. You've already hired your actor to play that role, but yet you didn't tell me. You just let auditions keep coming in. So I really hope that they can fix that. And I also hope that anyone who lives outside of Los Angeles or New York, that they can help those people, including myself, who live in those states, with the union having more opportunity for us to audition for principal roles, for under 1-liners, under 5 lines, that they come up with something to where we can qualify for insurance that's like $26,000 is all you need to make a year. And 88% of the people in the union don't even make $26,000 a year. That's terrible. 88%. That's a lot. That is a lot of actors. I know you're thinking, pick another industry. Well, we love what we do, and the union is not inexpensive. We've already paid to be a part of it, and we just want like fair wages, So, yeah, I say all that to say it's been a good week. Let's hope that the bookings keep coming. Let's hope that things keep looking up, right? In spite of all the mess that's going on in our world, in spite of the fact that I can't travel and go see my mom, because I really, really want to go see my mom in Texas. It would be so great to go and get to travel, but I don't want to travel right now. I really don't want to travel right now. As much as I miss my family, I don't want to travel far. We had to drive out 4 hours from where we live here on the coast. We had to go inland 4 hours, and that was a lot. That was a lot, you know, to work this one-day job. And you guys, they didn't pay mileage, and you know, the agency said, like, you must be willing to work as a local. And sometimes you're just like, you know, you're tired of saying no to everything. You're trying to stick to your guns, like, no, I won't go. Like, they're not paying for mileage, they're not paying for per diem, which is, you know, allowing us to be able to eat that day, like have a meal. Because a lot of times they're not going to feed you on set when you're working like 4 hours or less for like these smaller productions that aren't union productions. So it's like, you know, they're non-affiliated productions. They're not union or non-union when it comes to like the social media advertising space. So it's just, it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot. And so I just really, there's, you know, I have my own things that are on my mind and that weigh on me with the union, with SAG, and they're not really addressing right now. It's not part of it, but there's so many things that are part of it, and those things do affect me as well, especially once I start having more work and I'm on set more. You know, I wouldn't want to show up to set and they completely scan me while I'm at work, while I'm doing my job, and then they are to take that image and be like, well, we don't need to watch Jess anymore. We know her essence. We know her mannerisms. You know, we know she talks with her hands. We know she talks a lot. We know she moves her head a lot. Whatever it is, they don't need me anymore. And now I've been like, you know, shoved on a shelf, and they've got me working, but it's my image, it's my likeness, and I'm not the one on set that day. And so they're able to like train their robots to be me. And I'm like, wait, no, that's not fair. Like, what's going on? I don't want them around at all. I don't care about the fact that people are like, well, we're not even getting paid for it. I just don't want anything taking my likeness in that way. And it's the same thing if you're like on YouTube or on Instagram or on social media. Anyone can just take this and do the same thing, and I don't like that. I don't like that. There needs to be laws across the board, across worldwide, across the United States, that are like, you can't take people's likeness and do whatever you want with it, and especially monetizing it. So, you know, something needs to be done. Something needs to be done in that, but we're keeping it uplifted, we're keeping it positive, and of course we always just talk about the real issues over here. And so I want to hear about what's frustrating you when it comes to this whole like acting thing. I love being an actor. I love it so much, and all the people, oh my gosh, it's been some sunny days here. I've been swimming, I've been, like I said, I've been traveling, been eating some amazing food. There's been some exciting things going on in other projects that I am working on that I do not really talk about on this channel, but there are some other things that are going on that are really good. We keep this channel focused on acting and modeling and UGC. And that's the other thing about UGC. So because I've worked in the acting space for so long, and because we're on like a little bit of hiatus, what I've done is I'm going back to the year 2000. I'm not even going to say what year I'm going back to, but we're going way back, okay? When I lived in Las Vegas and the work that I did there, and we're turning our behind the scenes footage, so like me being on set and my video and my pictures, and I'm turning it into UGC footage, because all that stuff I was using, right? All those things I was using, and where I lived and stuff like that. And so I want to talk about that in some videos, and they're probably going to be a lot of shorts, and there'll be some long form, but there will be a lot of short form videos that are coming out, and I'm so excited to share that with you guys. So I am working on that. there may be some upcoming weeks where we don't have an update with my acting journey, but we shall see. You will have some other videos though that are going to be very exciting to watch with you know, me showing you a lot of the behind the scenes. I didn't show the behind the scenes on YouTube at all. I did not. I always would just show my work. I would just show me in a commercial, me in a movie, a film, me in a TV show, or I didn't even show all my print ads that I've been in. So there's a lot we're going to get into. You never got to see where I lived in Las Vegas. I lived on Las Vegas Boulevard. Las Vegas Strip is also what it's called. And so I was a local living like a tourist in these like luxury places, and I could only afford it because of all the work that I was doing. I worked very hard. I worked anywhere from 5 to 6 days a week, every week. And sometimes I worked 3 different gigs a day. So it's going to be fun to get to go back and like share some of that. My hair will look totally different. Comment about the hair, it's fine. I know that's going to look crazy in some of the stuff, like not that it doesn't these days, but like it's a whole different industry in Las Vegas. And so yeah, I can't wait to show you guys those behind the scene clips and see what you think about them.